your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams. 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Dogs will kick this deep to start us off. Bringing it out, it's Campbell. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
Boy, when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and ability to accelerate upfield to pick up a first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently, Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M unit.
Looking to throw it on first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Third down coming up after that running play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
And the Aggies will bring their punt team onto the field. Running it back, it's Tuggle. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in the return. The guys up front line up. It's first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
He's running out of time here. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're 3rd down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. The Bulldogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. The sure hands. It's Brown. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Oh, it's snapped to the back. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Makes a quick grab. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. The Dogs will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looking to scramble. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down and goal. Quarterback drops back. Looking for 6. And that one is incomplete in the end zone. The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. And he drops back in the gun. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Georgia. Lining up to try the extra point. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the kickoff will be returned. And they've got the returner corralled. Comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? On the ground, it's Tees. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, A&M. They're setting out to try the PAT. And there's the point after. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Quick throw to the left side. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 10. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
The Aggies trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
You know, where the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Look out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be 1st down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
He just dove for the ball. Somehow he comes up with it. What an incredible play.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back. Bringing pressure. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And he knocks through the PAT. With that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Campbell. Sort of brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it second and medium. QB decides to keep it here. As the first down is still going. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's a highlight reel diving catch there.
Boy, the option keeper here for a big gain for this Texas A&M quarterback. It's reminiscent of a guy like Johnny Manziel who could do so much damage when he played for Texas A&M. But they've had others going back to Bucky Richardson. How about Reggie McNeil? Great history and tradition at College Station with those athletic quarterbacks.
And he's brought down out at the 46.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
A gain makes it second and medium. Same tailback, another carry. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And, Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently. And even Isaiah Spiller, good tough blend of toughness and speed.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's caught. It's Campbell. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
And the running back takes the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the same runner's got it again. The junior able to bring him down quickly. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Campbell. Look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the Aggies will line up here on 1st down and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. So great return, caught him in the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch him in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Bringing it out, it's Campbell. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Oh, and it's a fumble. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Chris, have you ever seen a play where you have 2 turnovers on one play? Great job with the interception. The defense has the ball, only to try to make too much happen. The ball's on the ground, and then the offense gets the ball back. 1st and 10. Woo. Catch your breath after that.
He's hit just before the throw, and it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. He's found some room at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Gets free now, heads into the secondary. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Texas A&M.
First down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. As a design quarterback keeper. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. So we're all tied up after that one, Kirk. A potential shootout on our hands here?
Yeah, the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
And now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT is good.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 1 apiece.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum.
Return runs out of bounds.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Grab down the middle. It's Humphreys. And he's brought down after a big first down game. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Shotgun, empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he's got it. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, it's a great catch near the sideline and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And they heave it deep downfield. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
PAT puts him in front by 7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fielded in the end zone. It's Campbell. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
And the Texas A&M offense will take over first and 10.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. They'll take a deep shot. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Going the other way, can they stop him? Across the 40. At the 20. It's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception. And a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. He's past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, A&M. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. How about that, Kirk? A defensive touchdown to tie this football game.
Well, you only get a handful of those in an entire season. To be able to come up with that in this game to tie the game is just big time by this defense, and it gets it right back where they need to be.
See if they can convert the point after. And he knocks it right through. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Aggies will kick this away to begin the second half. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Well, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. And looking to throw now on 1st down. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
And this one is caught. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of...
Touchdown, Bulldogs. That puts him on top in the second half. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Bringing it out, it's Campbell. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Snags the quick throw. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Whoa, talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down. Looking to throw the football. Football knocked loose in the backfield. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. On the ground, it's Tees. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
He's brought down at the 36-yard line. Brings up second down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. That's reeled in. It's Campbell. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here comes a handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Boy, this quarterback already has 2 touchdowns in this game, doing a great job of running the option. If I'm this defense coordinator, making some tweaks to have to account for the quarterback in the run game.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Past possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drop. And they bounced back from that right away. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Makes a quick catch. What a move, breaking ankles and still going. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line in a hurry up.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this...
Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Now the 40. Inside the 20. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
But this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their third interception now in the game.
First and goal here for the offense. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, Aggies. Still no answer for this offense. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead.